Hey, true believers, Englentine here with a review of Aquaman, the movie. And let's see what to say about this. First of all, minor spoiler warning. I'm going to try to keep this as spoiler-free as possible, but come on. If you're like me where you'll love to go into movies completely blind, something's going to be said. I'm sure. That being said, I'll do my best not to reveal any big secrets or anything like that. Where to start? Okay, the story is the preview, really. His mom and a lighthouse keeper, just like the origin, get together. They have him. He's secretly trained by Vulko. The Orm, the ocean master, wants to make war on dry land, and so Mera recruits him to come on over and take the throne from Orm, and in order to do that, they need to find a special trident from an old king. And it's kind of like Rocky in a bit, because they have that first bout, where it's like, I'm going to take you down, and then, Aquaman gets his ass whipped, and then he needs to go find the trident so he could come back and whip some ass himself. So, yeah, it's kind of got that Rocky kind of setup, but it's so much fun, man. Okay, first of all, I geeked the hell out throughout this movie. I got to tell you, like I said, I'm a huge Aquaman fan. Had tons of fun with this, and I did geek out. I loved watching Black Manta on screen, and by all means, I wish he was in it more. This is a little bit of a spoiler. He's not in it a lot. He's in it in the beginning. We get to see his setup. Then in the middle. And so long, cuz. That's it. When he's on screen, though, it's freaking awesome. And I was a little disappointed with that just a little bit, because I would love to see a movie that is focused on Black Manta as the villain. And I'm hoping that will come in a sequel. I don't know if I have the confidence that they're going to do that, because... No, never mind. I better not say anything about that. I don't want to... I don't really want to spoil anything. But let's just say that, yeah, I cannot wait to get more of Black Manta. He looks so freaking cool. And the guy playing him nailed it. Actually, everybody nails it. By the way, Amber Heard, holy Toledo, she looks good as Mera. Just put that green suit on her and that bright red hair, and wow. Anyway, let me stop sounding creepy for a little bit. Actually, I was very happy. Even Dolph Lundgren does well in this movie. And you can't say that very much about Dolph Lundgren performances. So that was something. The underwater scenes, I was very interested in, because it's like, okay, one, how are you gonna constantly make these people look like they're underwater, because the hair moves differently, your movement would be different, the voices they actually make them sound different, as even in the Justice League movie. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you should really count the Justice League movie with Aquaman. Aquaman could stand alone. It's its own animal. His relationship even with Mera is different than what it was in the Aquaman movie. And even though it does kind of reference the Justice League movie, it really just doesn't seem like they're the same people than what was happening in the Justice League film. If I were to say, okay, let's start the DCEU universe over DCEU universe, that doesn't make sense. But if I was to say, let's start it over, this is a good starting point, because it is its own animal. It's its own entity, and this is the way to do it. Give us some standalone movies that you're not trying to set up every freaking thing in the universe. There's no scenes where it's going, and this is Shazam right here, coming out next year. There's none of that crap that the DC universe was loaded down with. There's no world building here. It's just telling a decent story. While it acknowledges what happened in the past, it doesn't let that weigh it down either. So this is a great jump-on point, in my opinion. Let's start from here. Go. You have Aquaman with his own tone, with his own origins, with his own feeling. This does not feel like a Zack Snyder film, which was the problem with the DCEU. You know, yes, of course, I know we all want to see the Snyder cut of the Justice League, but this isn't a morose movie. Aquaman feels like he should be Aquaman. Yeah, granted, he's the bro that he was in Justice League, and he's not exactly a bro in the comic books, but still, as far as Momoa's version of him, that fits. It fits. And I can appreciate the bro-ness that they brought to the screen. And yeah, the thing is if you were to Zack Snyder this up, color everything blue, it wouldn't make sense. So yeah, I like the fact that they gave it its own tone. This is a great jump on for a new DCEU. Also, when Amber Heard, when Mira shows up the first time, she's really like, oh, I hate the surface dwellers. But then they go to one city in Italy, and it's like, oh, the surface dwellers are good. I changed my mind. I don't know. Maybe I would have liked to have seen a little more of her adjustment period to it. You know, like it's, well, yeah, you suck a little bit. Oh, okay, maybe they're not. Because it really does seem that turns on a dime. But that is a very tiny nit to pick. The special effects hold up. There are a couple of scenes where it's like, yeah, you look like a computer-generated something or other riding on another computer-generated something or other. So that wasn't all that great. Oh, but there are callbacks and a lot of stuff that comes from like the Super Friends, the stuff you might know. Like when he's sending out his telepathic waves, you actually see the circles like in the movie. But I'm like, holy shit, they made that look cool. And look out for it, because there is a scene where he's riding on a seahorse, except for, holy shit, they made that look badass. And that just freaking floored me, man. When you can make Jason Momoa riding on the back of a seahorse look awesome, you've got a good movie. But that's just my opinion. What is yours? Have you seen Aquaman yet? Are you planning on seeing it? And if you have seen it, what did you think? Am I right? Am I wrong? What did you like about the movie? What did you hate about the movie? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you like this video, you know the drill. Click like, share, of course, get word out about the channel. It's always a good thing. Also, if you haven't done it yet, hit subscribe. And more importantly, ring that notification bell. YouTube is okay with the subscribers, but really pays attention to that notification bell. And if you don't hit that, they're going to send you Jimmy Kimmel videos and Seth Meyers videos rather than the videos you actually want to watch. Now, this is the way we're trying to make a living, so if you don't mind, head on over to Patreon, drop $1 in the till. And if you're not a big fan of Patreon, in just a little bit, I'm going to have a Ko-Fi account, and you can help out there. And we certainly appreciate everybody who's already done that. And to everyone, all of the true believers, thank you very, very much for watching.